The Affinity Trust get-togethers are a way for bringing people together, people who we support at Affinity Trust, their family members and the staff who support them. The information we've gathered from our sessions have been going on to big picture graphics, and the big picture graphics are going to be shared as part of our organisation's strategy and in shaping our values for the future. We've been on a tour of 5 different locations around the UK, and today you find us here in Bedford.
Affinity Trust are doing some thinking about making changes to make everything much better. And some of the good ideas are about how we can all work together to make Affinity Trust a really great place to be. So we want to hear from you guys to hear about your good ideas. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to have some talking and some thinking, and then we're going to share our ideas, and Molly is going to draw them up here on the board so everyone can see them.
Our sessions together are all about something called co-production. So to start all of our sessions, we create a playlist together by introducing our names and saying what our favourite song is.
What's your name?
My name is Ed. I like super red tending back the ears, yeah.
Holding back the ears.
Holding back the ears.
That's what you're saying.
I'm Hannah. I'll go for Take On Me.
Oh, good tune, yeah.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Lovely, that's a nice song.
My name's Richard. I'd like that song Ride On Time by Black Box.
Oh, that's a brilliant tune,
Yeah.
love that. Everybody has shared something, and that means we've all contributed to it, and now we all get to enjoy it. And that's what co-production is. We're going to use this word co-production today. What co-production means is working together to make something. And today we're working together to make a graphic.
In our sessions together, we've been asking 3 important questions.
So here we go. Here is question number 1. What is important to you? I'm going to give you a few minutes to talk on your tables about what you want to say. So I'm going to come around one table at a time, and I'm going to come around to you and say what's important to you, and I want you to choose one of your ideas that you've been thinking about, okay?
To be able to have your one-to-one whenever you want it.
Yeah, that Annie's looked after. Yeah.
What's important to you?
A paid job.
A paid job. That's really important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to be listened to be able to express my own feelings.
Being listened to. So are you talking about your support plan?
Sport like a voter which we have each
The
week.
staff rota, yeah.
Yeah, I think
okay.
they'll be in place.
So own copy of the staff rota. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you want your support plan as well?
Support
yeah?
plan as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Really great contributions. That's a great start. Thank you, everybody.
Question number 2. What makes a good support worker?
I'd like you to think about what kind of person that you like to have supporting you. What makes a really good support worker? What kind of person, what kind of character are they? Are they fun? Are they bouncy and bubbly? Or are they nice and quiet and calm? What's important to you about your support? So have a think again. What makes a good support worker? So we're going to start with Richard 1. Have you got an answer for me? What makes a great support worker?
Good key workers we got.
Good key workers. So
Yeah.
yeah, key workers are really important, aren't they?
Yeah, they are actually.
Yeah. What's your key worker like?
I'm just Cortana, Kinnick.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what sort of things does your key worker do with you?
She takes us on day trip. She's going to take me to Elton John pop concert. Yeah.
I'm really jealous.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. So patience and time as well, Molly. Love. Yeah. Molly, so we've got love. Love is important as well.
Are trustworthy, so they do what they say they're going to do.
Yeah.
And when they do the chopping with you, not allowed to use the car because it's too expensive. Go by taxi there and back.
So somebody that's got a car that you can use is quite important, yeah? Yeah, that is important, isn't it? Because it's quite expensive, isn't it, going around on public transport?
One thing that came out was respect for each other. So
Respect, yeah, that's really important, isn't it? That's really great ideas. So we're nearly there. We've got one more big question for us all to think about. And this one's a bit trickier than all the rest. So it might take a little bit of thinking and chatting together.
Question number 3. How can we work together?
Have a chat now and think about how would you like to help make Affinity Trust better? So I'm going to come round. Where shall I start this time?
If the member of staff is off ill, then they have our numbers so they can call us to tell us who we've got.
So knowing who's going to be stepping in on the rota.
I think one way that I can help you is by telling your story. So if you can tell me when you do really good things that you enjoy, then I can tell that out to the world so that they can see that what sort of things you enjoy and what it's like to be supported, because I think a lot of people have ideas that aren't really true, and that will help staff understand what they're doing as well.
The new era of moving into a digital world, into the technology of a lot of things, iTrend, Sonar and all those stuff. So I feel like there needs to be a proper enlightenment and awareness to staffs when there's a new adoption of technology, especially because looking at the segment of staffs that you have, you need to know if they are familiar with technology.
I want my meeting next time in a pub.
You want your meeting in a pub next time?
Yeah.
Are you talking about your review meeting?
Yeah, food meeting in the pub.
I think that's a great idea. Can I come?
You can come. Yeah, you can come. Yeah. You have like a newsletter. What people can have their say. Yeah.
Brilliant. So newsletter contributions.
I would like to be able to support our manager a lot more because she's new to the job and she's just recently been promoted. She needs support and she needs more teamwork to happen.
How do you think you could help, Richard? What sorts of things could you do to help new managers and new staff?
I could help her by interviewing the new staff and being with her, sitting there with her, and then be a bit more proactive.
Yeah.
And then obviously we get some better stuff and give them an incentive to stay, so they don't want to say they want to stay and remain and work for Affinity rather than just leaving.
Important, isn't it?
Yeah, an incentive.
about the care plans being living care plans, that they're not just sort of tucked away and not looked at, but they're constantly being looked at and reviewed. And then we moved on to talk about reviews and what these reviews could be like, because it's not clear what they are. And when reviews take place, not all staff are present and they need to be present, and there aren't any actions taken and followed up. So the reviews are really important, and who could do those reviews? Could it be friends and family getting together and doing it? Does it just have to be social services, etc.? So we felt like a good review process needs to be in place to ensure that we can continue to improve.
So this is our final bit of the session together. Okay, everybody's going to get a strip with 10 dots on it. When we voted for our favourite ideas, we're all going to sign to say that this is what we want, this is what we've shared today, and we're all signing up to it.
Communication. That's important.
So you've all been round with your dots, and you've all voted. Here's the really exciting bit. Okay, so question 1. What is important to you? So can we do a little drum roll on the tables?
First one is being listened to, and then there was kind of 2 that were really close together that had a lot of dots around them. So it was being cared for and a good key worker. So I'm going to merge them 2 together.
Great, okay, so our next big question. What makes a good support worker?
Support workers who have passion and dedication to the job, and then over over in that corner, there was being kind, caring and bubbly.
Big question number 3 was how can we all work together to make Affinity Trust great?
And the 2 main ones for this one was clear communication and communication around rotas and changes of rotas.
Okay. We'd like to invite you all, if you would like to come and sign your name on the bottom of the big picture. And that's to say that you agree with everything that we have shared this morning together. What I want is a great big thumbs up or waving your hand